Welcome back to the Wiki Show. Today I want to talk about why this Wikipedia article draft was declined. Here I have a Wikipedia article draft that was declined, and it was actually declined twice by two different editors. Both editors left comments down here describing why they declined the draft. These comments are very helpful because they can tell you what needs to be changed if you want the draft to be accepted. The first comment talks about it failing Wikipedia notability for a geographic feature, and the editor is specific enough to say it requires more than a mention in OpenStreetMap to establish notability. This is correct. Just because something is on a map does not make it notable enough for a Wikipedia article. A quick review of the guidelines. Down here under sources, references specifically exclude maps and tables when establishing topic notability, because these sources often establish little except the existence of the subject. Maps are important, they just cannot be used as the sole source to establish notability. Other things you have to watch out for is unreliable sources, blogs, Facebook, YouTube videos, and that sort of thing. So this article is lacking sources, and the second time it was declined, the editor says still needs better sourcing. Let's look at the article. So down here for content, we have one sentence. It says that this place is a small hamlet in this villa in Cuba. This is about all the content this Wikipedia article has. The second sentence is literally just a list of places that are next door. All these two sentences tell me is A, this place exists, and B, everything that's around it. It doesn't actually tell me anything about the subject, and it doesn't tell me anything beyond what a map tells me. Then it gives me a See Also section with 3 nearby locations. Now, the one thing I will give the editor credit for who submitted this draft is they have a picture and they also have a map. So they were on the right track. For references, we have 3 references, and if we look down here, 2 of the references are to OpenStreetMap. So the first OpenStreetMap we can go look at is this right here, which just outlines the location within the Cuba. This is helpful, convenient, but this is not enough to establish notability. The other source on here is also to OpenStreetMap, which is essentially a blank version of this one. Even though it says there are 3 sources, this one is to OpenStreetMap and this one is also to OpenStreetMap. Because these are the same, this does not satisfy multiple references. And right here, number 2 for the population, 102, it takes me to a website based in Cuba, this one right here. So following this source takes me to this website. This website is just a Cuban Wikipedia, so this is not a published reliable secondary source. This website consists primarily of user-generated content. So how this could work is the same editor who created this Wikipedia article could have gone to this website and written something over here. There's no way between this source, which is also user-generated, and this Wikipedia draft to establish notability, or in this case, verifiability. So this reference cannot actually be used as a reference on this Wikipedia article. And that's all this draft really has. It has sources that are unreliable and almost no content. So to the editor who made this, I have a couple suggestions. You need to find 3 reliable secondary sources, and those sources need to be separate. The sources cannot contain user-generated content. And then, as for the article, you'll need to create article content. We need to say more about the location than what it is and where. The thing you did right is adding this picture. This picture itself doesn't show me very much. It's just like I see a building. Sometimes having a picture of a main street or a wider view is helpful rather than just one house in that general area. The problem with the population total is it's an unverified figure. You need to find a population total from a government source to verify that number. So why was this draft declined? Mainly because of the references you have down here. Until you find references that establish notability outside the map and a user-generated website, this draft won't be accepted. And also you need to write more content. Say something more in the Wikipedia article than it's a hamlet and it's here. What makes this hamlet special? What makes it unique? If you have any comments, please leave a comment below the video. If you'd like to see more draft reviews, also leave a comment or join my Discord. Until next time, don't be a vandal.